The Syrian Arab army restores security to Aleppo and people return to their homes. A Mass in Mary's Church for Peace in Syria is led by Patriarch Yohanna Yazji. The Prime Minister asserted that Syria continued its battle against terrorism and remain open and responsive to all initiatives to solve the crisis through dialogue. Good afternoon, this is Dania Nizam with this afternoon's news bulletin. President Bashar al-Assad issued Law Number 35 concerning the general state budget of the fiscal year 2013, estimated at a total sum of 1,383 billion Syrian pounds. Information Minister Omran al-Zabi affirmed in a statement to journalists that there is an unprecedented escalating media campaign against Syria, as there is a lot of untrue news being published. Al-Zabi pointed out that we here in Syria are optimistic that Syria, the homeland and people, will overcome the crisis and will have victory over the foreign aggression against it. The Information Minister stressed the national dialogue is a dialogue between Syrians and those who believe in this dialogue. Those who believe that this is a way to find a serious political operation, and those who refused the dialogue and called for using weapons, and they fear the dialogue's results. As Zabi pointed out, that the Syrian Arab army is not a side in this confrontation. The Syrian army represents all the Syrian people, and it is acting accordingly. Terrorism has one shape, as there is no positive terrorism and one negative one, nor acceptable and rejected terrorism. And anyone who commits an act of terrorism is a terrorist regardless of his nationality. Az-Zabi said that the rejection of foreign intervention is the minimum level of nationality and the maximum level is martyrdom. Nationality demands the rejection of all forms of foreign diktats and intervention. The General Command of the Armed Forces issued a statement in which it said that a terrorist group attacked a technological military location in Shaba in the Damascus countryside. They murdered the leader of the force protecting the location. A unit of our armed forces regained the attack location from the terrorists. The General Command asserted that attacking such military locations exposed the aims of the terrorists and their regional and international supporters, whose priority is to protect Israel. The statement asserted that our armed forces would continue to work side by side with our people to foil the plots of such criminals and their supporters, and to preserve Syria strong, immune, and proud. In the Hama countryside, a unit of our armed forces clashed with a terrorist group that tried to attack citizens and the security forces near Az-Zalaqiya in the Mahrada countryside. The terrorists were killed and wounded, including Wa'il Khalid al-Halabiya, one of their leaders, who was critically wounded. 4 of their cars and several motorcycles were also destroyed. The dead terrorists included Muhammad Saleh al-Darwish, Muhammad Zayyat Noor al-Shamiyi, Bara al-Umari, Hussein Sulaiman Hamadi, Ahmed Ali al-Hamadi, and Uqlima Saleh al-Baqur. A unit of our armed forces foiled a criminal attempt by terrorists to detonate an explosive device weighing 50 kilograms inside Al-Nahda hospital in Daraya in the Damascus countryside. An official source told the news reporters the unit of the armed forces discovered a field hospital set by terrorists in a private school. It restored stolen medicines and medical equipment. The terrorists destroyed large parts of the school and turned the rest into a hideout for their criminal operations and to warehouses to store stolen equipment. Thanks to our valiant armed forces, the people of the quarter Saif al-Dawla and Aleppo regained security and returned to their homes to continue their normal daily lives.
The Syrian Arab television toured the area of Saif al-Dawla, which the Syrian army purged from terrorists, and thus enabled families to return home.
I pray to God to grant Syria victory against its enemies. We have suffered a great deal from the terrorists. We have been out of our homes for 5 months.
بقول للجيش السوري الله يحميه.
May God protect the Syrian Arab army in its battle against the mercenary terrorists who stormed and plundered our homes.
الجيش الحر حرامي.
Those terrorists who claim to be fighting for freedom stole all our possessions.
I am very optimistic as I return home, thanks to the soldiers of the Syrian Arab Army.
A mass was held this morning in Mary's Church in Bab Touma in Damascus for the rest and peace of Syria. The mass was held by the Roman Orthodox Patriarch of Antioch and the Orient, Yohanna Yazigi. He told the worshippers on the occasion of Christmas that they should remember that all Christians continue to live in love with all the sons of their homeland. They should stand united against outside foreigners who have evil intentions. His beatitude greeted all Syrians in their homeland and abroad. He prayed to God to protect our Arab region, particularly Syria and Lebanon. And now it's over to Vani with our economic news. God have mercy to all our martyrs, and God bless you, and God bless our beloved homeland.